Fuck you, Corey.
You're watching Man Cave with Big Mike and Jay, covering all the sports you love on the National Streaming Sports Roku channel.
What's going on? We are back in the building, and Scully, you are on mute, buddy.
Yeah, I am muted. What up?
There we go.
Hey, what's up?
Who is that you got with you, man?
I got the little mini me, aka Furiosa, in the building. She want to say hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi. How you doing?
Yeah. Say cheap seats in the building. Let's go.
Oh yeah. We glad we glad to have you on the show. Yeah, normal guy, you always first. I see you over there, man. What's good? We back another Tuesday.
Yeah.
If you're here, you know what we do. We talk sports. It's Sports Madness. Let's go. We got a busy week.
Filling in for Big Mike. It's Big J in the building. We here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here. Got a week to recap. Got a week to predict. Throw some college in there, man. Yeah. The NBA season is coming around, but I don't really care about the preseason and all that. We'll get to that.
Major League Baseball, we down to the last.
Yeah, we can. That's what we waiting on. Yeah, because we definitely gonna do some shows on that. So,
that's
right now, if you are here, we appreciate it, man. Fine. Anytime you show up, man. You never know who it's gonna be, huh?
Yeah,
never know.
Well, we got we got a whole squad. I mean, we be sub quarterback 2, quarterback 3. We be subbing
Yeah. That's how we do. So we gonna get started, and of course we gonna start with the Thursday game. The 49ers Seahawks.
Yeah.
The Niners are now 3-3. They pulled out the win on the road, I might say, on the road. So it's still a big win because it's on the road.
Yeah.
36-24. They beat the brakes off of them almost.
Yeah, they did.
What was the most impressive thing you seen from the Niners?
Man, they like I was disappointed in the Seahawks. I'm like, man, how many times you gonna get your butt whooped by the Niners? The Niners own the Seahawks, man. I thought Geno was gonna step up. All them weapons, man. He threw a turnover on the first drive, but the Niners, man, they kind of like the Chiefs. They just finding ways to win. Jay, they without McCaffrey. They lost a second running back.
Yeah.
Ayuk has disappeared, but one game, Debo's injured. They just keep winning, man. They just find ways to win.
Well, Debo had 3 catches for 102 yards and a touchdown in that game.
Yeah, he was balling that game.
So, and then they actually gave George Kittle 5. They threw him the ball 6 times, 5 receptions, 58 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Right.
2 touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah, they've been using Kittle. Remember, we were talking about that in the preseason. I think they was listening to us, Jay. They've been using Kittle a lot.
Yeah, they have, and they should have been doing that. But they running game, they ran for over 33 carries, 228 yards and a touchdown, 6 players.
Damn.
Isaac, however I don't know how to say his last name. I'm just gonna keep that real with y'all right now.
Yeah.
10 for 99. He didn't score no touchdowns, but he ran for 99 yards on 10 carries, 9.9 yards a carry.
Right.
That's all you can ask from a guy like that. He like third string.
Yeah,
Third,
it's crazy.
third, fourth string. So
It's crazy. I guess it comes down to offensive line, defensive line, man. They got one of the best defensive lines in football. And they got to do what's the name injured that they picked up? I forget his name. They got him from the Eagle. Hargrave is still injured.
Hargrave. Yeah.
So just imagine when they get him, and then they O-line. Anytime you can throw a third string running back out there and put up that number.
Yeah, put up that no, yeah.
Yeah, that line.
Yoli, salute, Yoli.
Yeah, salute to the chat. Oh, I gotta pull my chat up. But it's disappointing for Seattle, man. They got all them weapons. It's disappointing for them to keep getting beat at home. They never gonna take that step, Jay, and never gonna take that next step until they could beat the Niners, man.
Like normal guy put in the chat, 52 rushing yards for the Seahawks. They ran the ball 20 times.
Yeah, that's just
20 times.
That's too much.
For 52 yards. They had one rushing touchdown, but 20 times, dog, and you only got 52 yards, and that's 2 running backs and Geno Smith.
That's too much passing. I get it. Y'all got 3 great weapons, but you got a good tight end, but you got to set that up with the run game.
Right. And Geno threw 2 interceptions. He threw for 312 yards, but he 30 for 52.
That's what happened.
52 passes, and bro, I don't get it. And you end up with 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions, bro. That's not good.
They missing Pete Carroll because Pete Carroll wouldn't have did that. Pete Carroll.
That's how you lose games. That's how you lose games. So the 49ers 3-3. The Seahawks moved to 3-3.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy had a really good game, no turnovers, 255, 18 for 28, 3 touchdowns, no sacks. He didn't get sacked at all. Right. Now that clean pocket is what Purdy is gonna need if they ever want to win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. The pocket's that's a clean pocket right there. He can sit around and he can do what he want to do because it says 0 sacks, 0 hurries.
That's
0,
crazy.
0, 0, 0.
He was just back there making sandwiches all day.
Yes.
That's how the Niners, especially when they get McCaffrey back.
But look at the difference though. Geno got sacked 1 time, but it was 6 hurries though.
Yeah.
He ended up with 2 interceptions off of that.
That first interception, man, that first drive, you can't. He set him up like that was Geno's bad, man. You can't go down on your first drive after Seattle gets off the field at home. You down on the 15-yard line. He threw a stupid pick. Now you're down 10.
Seahawks need to bounce back.
Yeah, you can't play behind against that Niners defense. You can't. They got to
have to bounce back next week.
That's 2 losses for them. That's 2 big losses for Seahawks in a row.
Yeah, I know. So it is what it is. But anywhere you want me to just keep going, or anywhere you want to go, if you want to jump to something, specific game.
Nah, you run the list, and I'll just ad lib off the back.
All right. Well, we're gonna get these Jaguars and Bears out the way. But me and Mike last week we had a conversation because I asked him if it was time to give Caleb Williams his props, if it was time to go ahead and get off his back. Me and him both, we thought he wasn't gonna be mentally ready to do this because what he showed in college.
All three.
Yeah. But another game, 20. I know it's another bum, but I don't care that it's another bum because he's a rookie quarterback. He came from college. It's not like he's been in the NFL. Right. And he's still coming out here and he put up 23 for 29, four touchdowns, 1 interception, 3 sacks, 5 hurries.
Yeah.
Dog. He keep putting up these numbers. Like he started out shaky and it wasn't that good. But I'm telling you, man, he's getting consistent. I might not still give him all the credit right now, but I will say he turning the corner. I will say that. What you think?
The Man Cave, we right 90% of the time. And
salute Daniel.
Yeah, salute Daniel Sports. What up? We right 90% of the time, Jay, but that 10%, it's okay to apologize too. We don't put a slight apology out there for Caleb, but
like just a slight little bit.
Yeah, just slight. I mean, he's making that rookie of the year conversation with Daniels just a little bit closer.
Yes, he is.
A little bit closer with that rate. With Daniels falling and him winning. The key to that, I think the key, Jay, to this whole shit with them is they got Swift running the ball. They got him finally. They finally getting some backfield run 3 games in a row. He's producing. And can we just say when you got Keenan Allen as your second, third receiver, you stack, bro. You stack.
Yeah. Speaking of DeAndre Swift, 17 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
And to complement that, Caleb Williams, 4 carries, 56 yards.
Right.
And then, so you got Cole Kmet. He coming up. I just let him go too. 5 for 70, 2 touchdowns. Damn. And then Keenan Allen, 5 catches, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, but he got other receivers, 40, 28, 25, 20. So they all was getting catches and getting yards. He's spreading the ball around.
He's spreading the ball.
The game plan, though, it's the game plan.
Yeah.
You're gonna be balanced. They 29 carries, 152 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. That's 4 total runners, but the bulk of it was DeAndre Swift and Caleb Williams. So you got to balance out the run and the pass, of course.
And that defense.
I like what I'm saying from the Bears.
Yeah,
they 4-2.
Yeah, that defense. I mean, maybe. And we're gonna talk about Justin Fields later. That I think there's some dirt shit going on in this league, but that's how shit goes. But the Bears are starting to make it look like maybe they did have a good idea. They
No. They 4-2. They 4-2, bro. It's they here.
I know, but 4-2. Look, Jay, they got as many wins as we thought they were gonna have all year. So
that's a fact.
We gonna, you know what? Look, if you can run the ball 3 games in a row over close to 100 yards or over 100 yards for Swift, if you can play defense, that defense is top. They take the Jets defense out of top 3. That Bears defense is top 3 in the league. And then you got 3 weapons on the offense plus. And you know better, Jay. It's the multiverse. You were supposed to hold on to Kmet, man.
I know. I'm
moving too quick, bro.
But I got Andrews.
Okay, he caught a touchdown.
I got Andrews, I got Njoku, and I got Fryer moved though. So
now I got Andrews on my fantasy, and you could just see the first touchdown coming. That might be a good pick in the long run because he's gonna end up getting his point.
Yeah, Lamar gonna have to use him at some point, man. That's what I'm saying. Trevor Lawrence on the other side, 23 for 35, 234, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Listen to this though: 3 sacks, 20 hurries.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. I don't think I've ever seen that stat right there. 3 and 20, maybe back in the day, but they didn't track that.
Back when you saw those defensive lines crazy. But
bruh,
let's just say this. It's over. It's over for the Jaguars.
And they paying him $55 million a year, man. I me personally, when it happened, I said you shouldn't waste your money like that. But I mean, they did it. So
between man,
O-line trash. Yes.
It's a lot of guys, it's a lot of quarterbacks getting because of this market, Jay. It's a lot of quarterbacks getting double what they worth, bro. We're gonna talk about another one later. But Sunshine, it's a wrap for Sunshine. We already know he looks more like a mid starter to a backup. And Doug Peterson, bro, he might as well just go ahead and wrap it up for the year. It's a wrap for the Jets.
Yeah, because it ain't looking good, man. They might want to move on. They only ran 20 carries, 68 yards, 0 rushing touchdowns. And I swear I'm tired of seeing this.
And
I'm gonna say it every week. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it every week. 0 rushing touchdowns blow my mind.
And because you know what, now we about to get into this. Now that they met the multiverse already messing up fantasy football, right, Jay?
Oh yeah, this shit ugly.
Everybody got dual running backs now. Now we got a running back problem in Jacksonville. Now ETN getting hurt. Now Bixby in here. So now you literally, bro, you got to have both of them dudes on your fantasy because you don't know who's number 1 now.
But look how bad it is, though. Travis Etienne, 3 carries, -1 yards.
Yeah, he got hurt again. He was hurt.
But for your fantasy, you end the game with those stats, and it's Travis Etienne. It's like, come on, man.
That's why
I wasted a whole pick. That's the wasted pick right there.
And you know what? He's starting to become. He had these injuries the last 2 years. He's a phenomenal dual explosive back. But if you can't play, that's when somebody come in there and take your spot. So I feel like Jacksonville's in a lot of trouble. Quarterback, coach, and running back. That's a big problem, and they can't play.
Big ass problem. That's a fact. Yeah. Moving on, we got Green Bay and Arizona 34-13. Man, I believe in Jordan Love. I'm going to just say it. 22 for 32, 258, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 0 sacks, 0 hurries. Balled out. They ran for 179 on 38 carries. No rushing touchdowns, yo.
Yeah, I don't get that.
179 rushing yards and you don't score a rushing touchdown. I don't care if you won. There was no rushing touchdowns in this game, actually. Arizona ran for 89 on 23 carries with no rushing touchdowns. And this is for, listen, Green Bay had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different runners.
Bruh.
The Cardinals have 4 different runners.
Marvin Harrison caught a bad shot. He out with a concussion. They said he might be out a couple weeks. So you know that's gonna hurt the Cardinals. But Jordan Love out there, bro. You talking about when you talk about the best receiving core in football, you got to throw the Bengals in. You throw the Eagles. You throw the Dolphins in there with a good quarterback.
Dolphins with a good quarterback.
The Packers, bro, they receiving core with Jordan Love, they dangerous. They got.
I like it. I like it, and I like Jordan Love too, man. He know how to play the position.
Yeah, he spread the ball around. You see, every Watson went off. Finally, he going off. They got a lot
3 for 68 and a touchdown. Yeah.
And when they can, now they got Josh Jacobs running, and that defense is strong. Remember, we all knew that the Packers were going to be good, but I think now they're starting to.
No, I didn't say that. Me and Mike ain't say that. I know I didn't say that.
Oh, y'all have Minnesota undefeated.
No, hell no. But we definitely Mike been an advocate for the Packers to win their division last year at least.
You had Detroit.
Yeah, I had Detroit, so you know what I mean. But I think I had Green Bay number 2 though. I didn't have Green Bay down. I had Green Bay number 2 because of Jordan Love.
Still looking at that, but with the injury to the Lions that we're gonna talk about, Jay, I think
we'll get to that.
Yeah, I think the Packers might be able to jump the Lions.
Listen to this though. Listen to this though. Why Kyler Murray was 22 for 32? Jordan Love was 22 for 32. These boys. Yes, same identical pass completion and incompletion. But Kyler Murray had 214 for a touchdown, 0 sacks in this game, 0 hurries in this game because both is 0 sacks, 0 hurries for both quarterbacks. So the quarterbacks, Jordan Love had a turnover and they still won the game because they ran the ball.
Right.
They ran the ball and they stopped the run. They ran the ball and they stopped the run. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much all you. And they only allowed 1 touchdown. You know what I mean? So
we all picked the Packers, especially in Lambeau Field. You expect that. You expect that D to step up. And
so the Cardinals got a lot of work to do, man.
Yeah, what are they? 2-2. They got 2 wins.
2 and 4.
Yeah, but you know what? In the multiverse, we still in the multiverse, Jay. I think we got a couple more weeks and shit can get back to normal. But if you got 2 wins, you in the game. You in the game with 2 wins.
We're in a multiverse where you got quarterbacks throwing for less than 100 yards. The Colts and the Titans, man, like because you remember that game Bo Nix had 60 yards passing or something like that for the game. Like this shit is crazy. But Will Levis, I think he is a great quarterback, but it's not looking like it in Tennessee, man. 0 sacks, 0 hurries. It was 0 sacks in this game too.
Damn,
that's crazy. Like games is going on with 0 sacks for either team. Like the trenches is I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it the lack of defensive
It is
that defensive lineman that's just a monster. It's only a couple of them.
Let's just call
it's
it
only a couple of them. It ain't a lot of them.
Jay, the defense in this NFL in these last few years, especially this year, is trash, bro. Like,
man, listen,
got 5 good defenses. Other than that, these guys can't tackle. All they do is hold. How many pass interference? I watched the game last night, bro. I just see dudes just getting open. I feel like when we done with the podcast, Jay, we might as well start running tryout for these teams, bro. They need slot receivers. Bro, I can run a 10-yard flat and catch the ball. Man, they just letting guys go past them. They grabbing. They not the technique of these dudes is terrible.
Dude, we missing that cornerback. I think who is it? Maybe like Sauce Gardner right now is probably the last guy.
Yeah,
maybe that might be that guy where you like he just gonna go out there and defend. Like you got Diggs, you got Trayvon Diggs, but he get beat a lot because he take a lot of chances. Sauce Gardner, he just gonna lock you down. Sauce just gonna lock you down, and maybe
what's the name from the Broncos? That guy.
Shit.
Surtain's nice.
Sneed. I'm gonna say Sneed, and I want to say McDuffie, but he be getting beat, man. But I'm gonna say Sneed too.
I can't say Diggs because, like you said, he got
not Diggs. He get beat too. He take too many chances, man.
Last night. He got torched, but
he had 7 interceptions last year, but he got beat like 30 times per touchdown.
Yeah, he gave up. I mean, because he always going for interceptions. So you give up 25 touchdowns and get 7 interceptions. You're going to the Pro Bowl, but you're not helping your team win. So
exactly, you individually that dude.
You individually going.
You're not helping the team,
right?
Unless y'all scoring off those turnovers, but you getting beat too much. Like the turnover.
There's only 4 or 5 shutdown. There's only 4 or 5 really good corners in this league. The Vikings got. Is it the Vikings? Who's got Yeah, I think that the Atlanta Falcons got it. They probably got the best secondary. They secondary nice, man. I forget the guys on their squad.
Falcons.
The Falcons got it real good. They picked up 2 guys in the offseason. I know normal guy knows because he knows all the stats. Look up the Falcons secondary and 2 of them dudes. 2 of them dudes is the Falcons defense.
When we get to the Falcons, I'll just click their roster. I'll just click their roster right there, and then we'll get to that. But this Colts Titan game, man, we got Flacco back out there, man.
Saving franchises.
How far they 3-3 right now? The Titans, they went to 1-4. Flacco, of course, he's not the answer, man. So Anthony Richardson is my thing. Like he injured again for the second year in a row. When is it gonna be he's a bust? Because I think he already a bust because I never believed he was gonna be healthy or good enough to win games with the Colts.
Well, Jay, this is what is going on with the NFL. Like at the end of the day, look at what's happening to these quarterbacks that's not CJ Stroud and not Jaden Daniels. They got it. Look how long Aaron Rodgers sat, right? These guys got to sit sometimes. You just can't come in the league and ball out and play ball. It's just that everybody's not a Josh Allen, everybody's not a Burrow. So I feel like he might have to sit and watch Flacco and watch somebody that can't even move around and orchestrate an offense, and then let him watch for like a year, man. I feel like some of these guys got to sit and watch, Jay, for real. You just can't throw him out there. He ain't ready, man. He ain't ready.
Salute. Yes, and I agree. Joe Burrow is MVP right now because he putting up numbers every single game. He putting up numbers, throwing touchdowns, got chasing them, looking good. But our defense is trash. Our secondary, like Hendrickson and them showed up. We'll get to that though. But Hendrickson and them showed up. But our secondary, man, they're so disappointing. We got these young dudes that they just develop these dudes, man. There's no development. There's no development. I'm blaming.
And I'm gonna say this now. It's time for Zach Moss to sit the bench. We know who the real starter of that running back core is.
Well, yeah, I already knew that. That's what I've been wanting. That's what I've been wanting.
Nice, man. He nice. He can catch and he can run. But we get into that.
Yeah, and he catch that head of steam and he keep it flowing. I like that.
Yeah, Zach Moss is disappointing, man. Real disappointing.
Yeah, but the Colts pulled it out. Flacco got another win. Good for Joey Flacco. And we move on to the Texans Patriots. And I did not know Joe Mixon was back. And I had him on my bench, and he got 27 points on my bench, and I still won.
Okay. At least, there you go. You got a good squad, Jay.
I had Mark Andrews on the bench, and he got 16.
Who your starters? Who'd you have starters?
Man, I had like Freiermuth. I still won. I had like Freiermuth, and I had Bucky Irvin.
Oh, there you go. That was a good move.
And I still won though.
Now I think Bucky had more points than Mixon, didn't he?
Mixon had 27. Mixon had 27.
I know that was smart though, because you already see Bucky's starting to take over.
Bucky had points. He got points, but that 27 sitting on the bench was crazy.
Hey, don't it feel good? Don't it feel good when you can leave 40 points on the bench and still win?
Hell yeah. I loved it. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Patrick Mahomes. I had Bo Nix as my quarterback. Mahomes on the bye.
Me too.
You know what I mean? I had a couple dudes on the bye. And I still got Rasheed Rice injured as hell. Like my team, like I'm just telling you, bro. Like I only got the losses I got because
big shout out to Linda McGrath recognizing that she said we a team.
Salute, Linda. Salute. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, we got great chemistry, so we just gonna keep it rocking, man. I told Mike that earlier, man. Me and Scully, we got a lot of.
We got it, man. Look, we got a full horseman here. It's deadly out here. Our squad deadly, bro.
Speaking of, you mentioned CJ Stroud.
That was an easy. I mean, no, we all knew this was going to happen. They had Drake May starting backup running back. Ain't much to talk about.
But not. I mean, other than those 2 interceptions, Drake May had a really good game for his first start.
Yeah,
he was 20 for 33, 243, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He got sacked 4 times, but he got hurried 34 times.
Damn, that's more than who'd you say got hurried 20 times? We just talked about that.
What you call it? Man, you can't ask me to remember that. I'm not gonna remember that. 34 hurries, bro. Yeah, you know, not you. Marijuana. But
how you get it? 34 hurries.
34 hurries and 4 sacks came out of that though, which the ratio is, I guess, is good, but 34 hurries, your offensive line got to get themselves together. But on the other side, CJ Stroud only threw for 192, 20 for 31, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 2 sacks, 16 hurries.
Yeah. I mean,
so
he's still CJ
and they still put up 41 points though, because they ran for 192 yards
without your best player at receiver. You know, what's name was out.
Yeah, Nico was out.
Yeah, Nico was out, but then Tank Dell ships him.
And Stephon Diggs. They both stepped up. They both had touchdowns. Joe Mixon had a receiving touchdown, 30 yards, and they ran for 192 yards, 2 touchdowns on 28 carries, Mixon 102 and a touchdown on 13 carries. But Pierce also ran for 76 yards on 8 carries and a touchdown. So they ran the ball.
It's kind of like our squad. I just said we got 3. We could rotate 3, 4 guys. That's how the Texans are, man. When you got Nico Collins go down, right? And then you could throw in Tank Dell and still have Diggs. That's still better than some dudes starting 2 receivers. Most motherfuckers teams. So then you throw in Joe Mixon. Now you add in CJ Stroud. Now you got a defensive coach. The Texans, man, they just seem to not even have to play their best game and put up 40. They're going to be there. We called it. They're going to be there.
Facts. The Patriots, 26 carries, 82 yards, 0 rushing touchdowns. I'm telling you, it irritates me every time.
Yeah,
Drake May was their leading rusher, 5 for 38.
Yeah,
that you're not gonna win like that. There's no way. Like, so I mean, Stevenson is out, but I mean, I don't think it really matters because you playing the Texans and you the Patriots. Not too much to expect from that game, but the Texans to run away with that win. You know, I didn't expect the Patriots to upset nobody or win nothing. You know what I mean?
Nah, me neither. Not at all. I mean, but like you said, Drake May, man, that was his first start. So what that means is
it was good for me. It was good to me, other than them 2 interceptions.
It just looks like like we were just talking about what's the name from the Colts being a starter stop. Now you see Drake May you might need to leave him in there, keep going. You know what I mean? Like,
now I was going to ask you that too. Would you keep him in or bring Brissett back out, because he going to put up more numbers than Brissett? He just got to limit those turnovers. But he got hurried 34 times. And you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He going to throw an interception.
Bo Nix and him and Daniels and I'm missing another quarterback. They on that next level of being ready to play right now.
Yeah, Daniel's on a whole other level. We'll get to that later, though. Next game, Buccaneers put up 51 points in New Orleans.
Woo!
51 points. And I told Mike the Buccaneers is about to go. Yeah, I ain't say 51, but
you said
they definitely about to go win.
These 2 games, Jay, you could say it ain't much to say. I mean, man, you know what? These 2 games, I see you going on the ESPN list. So I'm looking at Bucs Saints and then Browns Eagles. Now, these 4 teams, if you're a Cleveland Brown fan, man, you can't be happy about nothing, especially what went down today. But when you see Baker Mayfield out here dealing, bro, he dealing.
Yeah. Like, he survived 3 interceptions, bro.
I mean, I get it. He got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, another one of the top 5 dual receivers in the league. But you let this man go, and he took you to the AFC Championship almost. Bruh, 51 points against the Saints defense on the road. That's saying a lot.
Yeah,
bro.
That's saying a lot. And Baker threw 3 interceptions, 24 for 36, 325, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks, 1 sack. He was hurried 8 times, but this is where they killed him at. 35 carries, 277 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Tucker, 14 carries, 136 and a touchdown. Bucky Irvin, 14, 81 and a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like they ran the ball all over the place. Godwin 11 catches, 125, 2 touchdowns. Tucker as a running back, 356 and a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like they ran the ball all over the place. Real quick, where is Alvin Kamara?
Did he even play in the game?
He had 13 for 40 and a touchdown rushing, and then he had 5 for 24 receiving.
Well,
they ran for 81 yards. That's it.
That just shows you why everybody's picking up the Bucs defense, because the Bucs defense is nice. Like if you look,
they gave up 27 points, but they offense scored 51 though.
Right, but
Spencer Rattler was the Saints. That was his first start.
I get it, but then you gotta look at it like this too. Jay Baker Mayfield gave them 3 turnovers, so you got to think.
Yeah, but he gave them 2. He gave them 2. Spencer Rattler had 2. He was sacked 5 times and hurried 21 times.
That's why I say now we're gonna give the Saints a pass on this one because of not having Derek Carr and Olave got hurt. I watched that. He got hurt in the first quarter. Yeah. So them numbers is kind of inflating on it because no Carr, no Olave for the entire game. So the Bucs were able to the Bucs were able to just key in.
But I'm looking at the 51 points. They still scored 27. They still scored 27 points.
That's what I'm looking at.
Rattler, they still scored 27. You would think that would be enough to beat the Bucs. But the Bucs come out and put up 51 points on the Saints defense in New Orleans. I think the Saints need to revamp some things on defense.
Mike said it last Thursday. He said Baker Mayfield took that all the Browns did was put a fire under that boy Baker Mayfield. And that's a dangerous thing to do with a kid like Baker, who's ultimate. He got the ultimate confidence. You see him, Jay, in the pregame, before the game, he'd be watching Mike Tyson knockouts. He that dude. That's the type of dude.
Well, he shut up and he got off them commercials. He had more commercials than he had wins. Like, so he got off them commercials and it's football. And he been doing his thing ever since.
And he's like, at the end of the day,
hello, mama, how you doing?
What's up, mama? At the end of the day, Mike said it. He's mixing the brash cockiness with the confident calmness. And that's dangerous when you can mix that cocky confident with calmness. Now that's the way Baker need to play. Aggressive, but at the end of the day, just chill, bro. Chill out, you know.
All right, here we go.
Let's go with this one.
Eagles, Browns, man.
Hey, Mike.
Eagles, Browns.
Mike, I told you. Wait.
I told you.
No, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm telling Mike. Mike, I told you that Mike said it was going to be 38 to 10. I said no.
Cleveland, Cleveland was supposed to win that with that score.
No, he said the Eagles were going to win 38-10, and I said,
okay, no.
I said no. I said
that says more about y'all. Y'all won the game, and it was 20-16. I think that says more about y'all than the Cleveland Browns.
It definitely does, but I think it goes both ways, Jay. Cleveland. I knew we was going to see the Browns fight for their season. They won in 5.
Tell me you don't already know what the Browns are.
I mean, we
know what the Browns are, bro.
You're right.
We about to play them this Sunday, and they gonna be 1-6 after we play them.
I know what you're saying. I mean, at the end of the day, when you look at these stats, it wasn't a pretty game. I'm not happy. Like I said, Mike. I told Mike that this would not be a blowout. I said the Eagles. We got a long way to go. We got more to go, bro. Like Sirianni is a problem. He is holding his offense back. The offense, Jay. The offense looks stagnant. They run everything out of a shotgun. It's either a run or it's a RPO. I can tell what plays they're going to do. The defense can tell. The Browns still got a good defense. I mean, in that game, you could just. I mean, they still dared. They dared, Jay. But look, I'm gonna just say this.
Listen, Jalen Hurts was 16 for 25, 264, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. 1 sack, 8 hurries. And y'all ran for 116 yards, but no rushing touchdowns. I hate that.
I don't look, let's just call it what it is. That game came down to Myles Garrett finally being what he is. And
finally
game record. Like if he doesn't block that field goal,
the
Browns don't score. This game, you can't go by the 2016 in this. Because this game, they shouldn't even have got that. But because it is, it's time for DTR to start for the Browns. You didn't let.
I'm with y'all.
Yeah, it's time. Deshaun
You
Watson.
trading Amari Cooper, y'all should be trading Deshaun Watson.
You can't, but you can't, Jay. Nobody can.
Man, it's the NFL. Anything's possible. I remember when they kept saying he couldn't trade Russ in the NBA, and that nigga, he got traded. Yeah, bro. It's the NFL. You can trade him to somebody. Y'all can figure it out. The money, all that. They can figure all that. I'm tired. I don't want to hear that. Like I'm just saying, bro. I've seen them do the impossible. Is what I'm saying.
You're right. Anybody could be moved. We saw that today. Yes. We've seen that for a while. But the Eagles, the Eagles got work to do. Like I said, we got the win, but it's not pretty. We got ways to go, especially with the Commanders. But the Browns, the only thing I feel about the Browns is we were just talking about Baker Mayfield, and Deshaun's done.
Zero touchdowns.
Zero
offensive touchdowns.
Nothing on offense at all. He made our defense look like top 5 defense, and we know we got issues.
Hey, salute Skrills, and I agree. Tennessee will pick Watson up. It's a few teams. Hey, the Raiders will take Watson over Gardner Minshew. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's some team. I'm telling you, man. Like,
yeah, but you know
what? Just the Browns. I don't think he fit with the Browns, man. He has it the whole time. It's his 4th year.
I know, but what is Deshaun Watson gonna do in Vegas without no receivers? He gonna be trash, bro. What's he gonna do in
Kobe Myers? He got some guys, bro.
I mean, but they just got rid of
they got 2 tight ends. They got 2 tight ends now. Like, come on, man. I think who is that over there?
Hey, Mike said it.
Is that Brock Bowers over there? Where's Brock? Is that Brock Bowers over there? They got another tight end, but they got another one too. I just don't think he fits with this. He need to leave Cleveland. He don't need to be in Cleveland. Jay, it's time to change things, man. It's just time to change.
Did this to him, man. They did this to him.
I know. They got to accept what they did. They accept giving him all this money guaranteed and then move on, man.
They fucked his head up, bro. It's not. I don't even think it's talent because he's still. You can see he can still move. He can still throw. His mental. It's a wrap. He's mentally done.
Skrills just said the D-Hop is still in Tennessee.
Yeah, but what kind of D-Hop what D-Hop is left for? I don't know.
If he got to stay healthy. D-Hop's still D-Hop, but he can't stay healthy. He's still. I'm telling you, D-Hop is still D-Hop. He just can't stay healthy.
You, but then can't stay healthy. He's still D-Hop, but if he's not healthy, he's not D-Hop, right, Jay? Like, we got to be healthy. Right?
That's a fact because he ain't even on the field. You're right. You are definitely right about that.
And then we get to that Titans game because everybody's disappearing on that Titans office. But just to wrap up that Eagles-Browns game.
Nah. That's your team. This is your team, and we ain't wrapping up that quick because this is your team.
We can keep talking,
bro. So you know how I bro. You know where I'm at. You know where I'm at. Now Jalen Hurts. Now I will give him his credit.
Look at it. Jay, you see this? What's this? That's 0, right?
Yeah. No turnovers. He only got sacked 1 time, so y'all protected him really good. 8 hurries. That's not bad for a whole entire football game. 16 for 25. I like 16 for 25. You complete 16 passes, you get 264 yards. That tells me you making big plays. AJ Brown 6 for 116 and a touchdown, 9 targets. That's what you're supposed to get. Then he got 2 other guys, Devontae and Calicut, whatever, however you say that. They both 67 and 64. So this is that you take y'all to 3-2, 2-1 at home. This is the way the Eagles need to play if the Eagles are going to ever get to the next level, bro. This is what we need to see from them.
You're right, but what everybody
he only threw 25 passes and got to 264, bro. Come on, man, that's impressive.
And I think that's
16 completions.
And I got to give credit to the Browns for even letting that happen because I feel like if they wouldn't have got the block kick and it wouldn't have been tight, Nick Sirianni and that offense would have had Jalen Hurts throwing 40 times. I know.
My question is that a result of y'all playing the Browns, or is this something that you think that can continue for y'all and y'all get success out of it?
Well, look, we look, as Aaron Rodgers said when he was good and could throw over 300 yards, relax. R-E-L-A-X. Relax. First of all, if nobody knows, our best player on offense, Saquon's a beast, but he's not AJ Brown. Okay.
No.
Our best play in our offense. I'm not talking about talent-wise.
Yeah, no, y'all's offense.
Yeah, in our offense, AJ Brown opens up everything. He's top 3, 4 receiver in the league, maybe 2 or 3 healthy. You saw in game 1 against the Packers, Jalen Hurts came out, threw 3 interceptions. We almost put up 40 points on the Packers. Now you take him away, and that's a totally different offense. Everybody's right. Jalen Hurts is a system quarterback. Who's not a system quarterback other than Mahomes?
Right. Everybody's a system quarterback. And I'm actually on the other side of that Mahomes take too, because
he's a system.
Yes, because he's an Andy Reid system. If you're an Andy Reid system, you're a system quarterback. I don't care who you are.
If you're not a system quarterback, then what is you running?
What are exactly? You out there running your own plays and shit? No, every quarterback's a system quarterback. But the ones that system quarterbacks are the ones that aren't starting for anybody's team, or they starting because they have to. Because you see these quarterbacks that go out there and you know this team need a quarterback, but they got to put this guy out there and he just doing shit that that this is not supposed to be happening on the field. Missing everything, he doing what he want to do. Like, you know what I mean? You can't. You gotta be in a system. That's how this works. It's a football system. That's how everybody's
like, oh, you a system. This is a system.
This whole shit's it's a system.
Ask Kyler Murray about system. They asked him. He didn't know this system. He playing video games and he not even learning his system. So
we know on y'all's offense, AJ is y'all's best player. Is he y'all's most important player? Because I feel like Jalen Hurts should be y'all's most important player. If AJ is y'all's most important player, then you have a problem.
Well, you right and you wrong, Jay, because he should be, because he's the quarterback.
Yes.
But in our offense, unfortunately, the problem about the Eagles is I still think Nick Sirianni, he's got to go. He just got to go, man. First of all, he's arguing with Eagles fans in the.
I agree,
bro. This ain't New York, bro. I live 2 miles from where he from. You can't do that shit in Philly, bro. Like, they just want you to run the ball. You can't be all rah-rah after beating the Browns by 4 points. Like, at the end of the day, bro, this is the same offense that. Look at our offensive coordinator that we had last year. That was Jalen's coach. He running that Commanders offense. Look at that Commanders offense. Jay.
Looking good too.
Yeah, with a rookie quarterback.
They should have pulled out that win against them Ravens, but we'll get to that next. That's the next game.
Nick Sirianni still got his hand on this offense. He still want an RPO. Everything's out of shotgun. They won't power run. It's just obvious. So it's like, like you said, Jalen Hurts should be the best player in the game on the team.
No, he should be the most important player. AJ is y'all's best player. He should be the most important player.
He is, because I feel like this. That's why I said 0 turnovers. If Jalen Hurts throws a turnover in that game, we lose, Jay. For real, we lose.
Because y'all only won by 4. So I just think that's the type of games he got to play. He only got sacked 1 time, so that means the line is protecting him. So that tells me you have to do your job. The line is protecting you now. You got to see the field. You got to make the throws. You got to throw guys open. You got to run when you got to run. You have to hold the ball. You have to not turn the ball over. It's going. If y'all ever want to, I'm telling you, if y'all ever want to get back to where y'all to that Super Bowl and get over that hump, he has to be the guy when it's time to win this game. The run ain't working. It's you. You have to be the guy. You got to make stuff happen that's not there. That wasn't even there, but you made it happen. That's the difference between Patrick Mahomes and the rest of these guys, Joe.
That's what I'm saying, Jay. That's what AJ brings. AJ, for instance, the way we won that game, it's a throw that he should never throw to anybody else.
Never.
Toss up, 40-yard toss-up pass, go get it. He know AJ. He know what type of – it's like throwing the top 5, any of the top 5, Jamar Chase. You know if you throw a ball up to Jamar Chase, he's not going to let it get intercepted. He's going to at least fight for it.
Yes.
So AJ opens up that. He opens up Devontae. Now they can start throwing to Saquon Barkley, which they're not doing enough. They need to do more of that.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, a lot of people are looking at the score, but I'm looking more like the key factor of this whole game was Jalen Hurts, no turnovers. Let's build off of that. Keep going. See what happens.
All right, that's facts.
I'm not happy about that win at all. But poor Browns, man. I don't know what the Browns are going to do. Jay, what if if you in charge of this Browns organization, now you trade Amari Cooper, which you got a bunch of whatever for him. What do you do, Jay? What do you do if you're the Browns?
I'm sitting Deshaun ass down, and I'm bringing in Jameis Winston before I bring in DTR, because Jameis Winston It's proven. I gotta see what he gonna do before I see what DTR gonna do. So I'm gonna bring in Jameis, and at some point, Nick Chubb for me gotta go. If you can't play and you always hurt, dog, we do not need you. I'm sorry, like you just a guy on the bench now. Like I'm cool. Like you see how it's affecting him, and now I gotta go. Now I need to go look for a running back that I can pay Nick Chubb money. So I gotta get rid of Nick Chubb. Because he's not a healthy guy, man. Like it's y'all, they suffering because he's not
now,
there, literally.
And this
he would, bro. He could come back if he was playing. It would take so much pressure off Deshaun Watson. It would take so much pressure off of him because he's not the guy.
Like, now they already said he's going to play next week, right? Okay. Now I'm feeling like now, why play him even? You right. Why not?
Well, I said that to Mike. I said that to Mike. I don't know. That was my argument. Just sit him down for the rest of the year. Y'all already bums. Y'all already your quarterback not about to take y'all nowhere. You can put him back out there and you get injured again.
Only the Browns organization, if they do this, why would you put your best player now, especially with Amari Cooper gone? Why would you put your injured best player at 1-5 in a position to hurt himself again for what?
Yes.
Don't make no sense.
Don't make no sense. But I just wanted to, get a little deep dive because it's your team. You know what I mean? I ain't want to just skip right through your team like that.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Like 2-1 at home, too. 2-1 at home. We're going to move on to the next game.
Game of the week.
Baltimore Ravens, Washington Commanders, man.
Yeah. Whoa.
This is a great one. And it's crazy because
make the face that you put up on Facebook. Oh, what's the name? Looking.
Oh, crazy. Henry, I can't make that face. He's a sociopath, bro. He
his eye was like,
bro. He be so excited, bro. He be so excited. Like he just know, like it's eat time. Feast.
And that was the run where he sealed the game on too. So
Yeah, man. That face he had, man. But I loved what I seen in this game from both teams. Close game, 30-23. Both teams go to 4-2. Ravens 2-1 at home. But Lamar he's impressing me right now.
Oh yeah.
20 for 26. He's been throwing for 300 yards frequently, and I like it. 323, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 sacks, 15 hurries. They ran for 176. Derrick Henry, 24 carries, 132, 2 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, 9 receptions, 132. Bateman 4 for 71. And I like Bateman. He coming around. I remember him in Minnesota. He was a really good receiver. He just ain't came along yet, but I think he's starting to show up. Mark Andrews 3 for 66 and a touchdown. Like Lamar, they spread the ball around. I like it. So right now the Ravens have a balance of run and pass that I really, really think they've been missing. And if they had that last year, I think they beat the Chiefs and go on to win the Super Bowl. And that's they just didn't have the run game. I think that's why they went away from the run game in that game against the Chiefs last year. But Derrick Henry being out there, and Lamar still ran the ball 11 times for 40 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Derrick Henry, bro, he made it a completely different
thing. When you see those eyes, Jay, in the fourth quarter of a Super Bowl, you got to get that man the ball because he only gets stronger. So,
man, what one player have you seen since Derrick Henry that just completely changed the team like that? Just one player, you just insert one guy and it changes everything on your offense.
Other than the last 15 years, Adrian Peterson.
Peterson, baby.
Yeah.
That's
that boy.
Yeah,
you keep talking about Aaron Judge of football, somebody that can just take the ball.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about quarterback. Yeah, so I like that you said AP because I wasn't talking about quarterback. I'm talking about skill player, wide receiver, running back, shit like that. Yeah,
we're talking somebody that can take a run 85 yards or take a screen pass 85
yards. But he just changed your whole entire team though, because Derrick Henry being on the Ravens make them a really, really scary team.
I think me and Mike was talking about this Thursday. I said, and I feel like I called this. I said, this is the game because Jaden Daniels put fuel under Lamar Jackson.
Yes,
Lamar heard that. He said, I am not Lamar. I am something different. Lamar was like, okay. Yeah. So we're going to make this a one-on-one battle. I got to win this at home. I can't let the Commanders. Jaden did his thing. He still put up big numbers. Rookie offensive rookie of the year by
0 turnovers.
Bro, the boy's a machine. But the Ravens, think about this. They are one toe away Isaiah Likely a toe away from really.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Undefeated. They undefeated.
Yeah, that's a
almost,
fact,
bro. This defense. I told Mike that this was going to be the game that they get
stopping the run.
Yeah, to get Mark Andrews going.
Yeah,
they're not even using Mark Andrews, bro. Like
they used him in that one, boy. They used him in that one.
Lamar is having he's having the best MVP year of his career, and he's doing it with the offensive player of the year.
For me, it's Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson on that. Like for sure.
The offensive player of the year right now is what's the name? Derrick Henry.
I'm gonna have to say Derrick Henry because he makes the Ravens, like Skrill say, dangerous than a motherfucker. They are scary. Anybody that play these because now you have to worry about two runners. One of them's the damn quarterback.
Yeah,
dude. Like I love that dynamic, and they finally figured it out. And I hate that I'm dick riding them like this because I know you see what's on my hat. You see what's on my hat.
I see that B. Okay,
you see what's on my hat. But I do. But this is what I do, so I gotta be objective. You feel what I'm saying?
We got to. We
you know what I mean. But like you said, that's a fact. Like you said, Jaden Daniels had a great game: 24 for 35, 269, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 3 sacks, 16 hurries. But the thing is, the Ravens stopped the run: 52 rushing yards, 18 carries, 0 rushing touchdowns. Every time I see it, I'm gonna have that same response. 0.
I know nobody gets rushing touchdowns no more, bro.
This shit is crazy to me, bro. Like that's why Derrick Henry is so valuable because he's gonna get you rushing touchdowns regardless.
Right now, the way it's sitting right now, the way the Chiefs are winning, the way the Chiefs just lost their best weapon, their 2 best weapons, even though they got Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt is not running on that Ravens defense like that right now. Yeah, right now, Jay, the Ravens look easily favorites to win the Super Bowl because you cannot guard Lamar Jackson on the perimeter, Henry up the middle, Mark Andrews and Likely down the middle, and Bateman and Flowers down that's too much.
This is what I gotta see because right now, yes, the Ravens to me are the scariest team, and they've found their groove. So I think they are the best team.
Yeah,
the way that they're playing, I think they're the best team in the league. But the Chiefs, they keep finding ways to win the game. And the thing about the Chiefs is they got Andy Reid. Those guys are always ready. It don't matter who goes down; they're always ready. Remind me of the Patriots. Whoever go down, it don't matter. Just come out here and play. And the game plan, I look at that. I look at that type of stuff. The game plan, the way that Andy Reid prepares for these games. It don't matter if we only score 17 points. We're going to make sure you only score 10 points.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I still look at the Chiefs because their overall coaching tree, those coaching, that whole Andy Reid's guys know what they're doing. They know, I'm telling you, man, the way that they game plan, they already know where they weak at. They game plan for their weaknesses. And that's one thing that I like about Andy Reid. He game plans for his weaknesses. We know you're going to beat us here, so we're going to make sure we beat you here, here, and here so we can win this game.
I mean, we know, like I said, the Bengals could still, y'all know how y'all do. Y'all win a couple and then go on.
I think we good now. Our defense just suspect as hell, man.
Y'all healthier now.
Our secondary. It ain't even our defense. It's our secondary.
Yeah.
It's our secondary.
Just calling what we all called. We all said Chiefs, Ravens in the AFC Championship. I think it's going to come down to if the Ravens can stay healthy. Lamar,
yes.
Yeah, Andrews, the line.
Well, for me, Henry is the keeper. Of course, Lamar, because Lamar is the most important. See what I'm saying? Lamar is the most important player on that Ravens team. But right now, Derrick Henry is probably the best player on the team.
And that's
what I'm saying.
That's relating to that Eagles thing.
Yes, that's what. Yes, really. Jalen Hurts has to be the most important.
It's good. We got these games back to back on the schedule: yes. Browns, Eagles, Commanders, Ravens. If Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts don't turn over the ball, they a whole different animal. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So and you know what I'm gonna be for Halloween, Jay? I'm gonna be Mr. Stiff Arm for Halloween with the eyes.
That's a good one too. Good win for the Ravens, man. Take them to 4-2. Some bull, but I'm a big one. So it is what it is, man. Yeah. Let's go. Chargers, Broncos. this ain't really, it's Herbert. They 3-2. Broncos actually 3-3. Better than I thought they would be at this point with Bo Nix, even though I like Bo Nix.
Right.
Justin Herbert had a pretty good game, 1 touchdown, 21 for 34, 237 and a touchdown. Bo Nix threw an interception, but he threw for 216, 19 for 33, 2 touchdowns. Both teams ran for over 100 yards, so it was a pretty even game. It was 23-16. It just came down to defense, and Bo Nix with that 1 turnover probably was the game. Probably was the deciding factor. You know what I mean? Because it's 23-16.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Bo Nix some real props though, because at the end of the day, he started up, man. Me and you both had him on our fantasy, and you was watching. Yeah. That first half, they got shut out. He didn't do nothing. And then,
nothing. Yeah.
But the withdrawal of this kid, man, he was able to fight. He came back through a touchdown, came back through another touchdown.
For the win.
Yeah, he almost brought. He kind of won our week.
No, my fantasy, he got me. Yo, he did. I needed that.
That second touchdown won you the week, right, Jay? So,
yeah, I needed that, boy.
Bo Nix, man, it's just showing you the good thing about we talking about all these quarterbacks, and I'm gonna put it on Bo Nix. Yeah, they lost at home, but that was but that's Justin Herbert healthy. We know what Justin Herbert is healthy. He's a beast. But Bo Nix is showing me that, man, he can have a bad half. And instead of just packing it in and saying, oh, man, I'm just going to just kind of throw this down the field, see what happens, he comes back, gets 2 more touchdowns, puts him in position to win again. They ain't able to stop nobody on the ground. But Bo Nix, man, this dude, he's the future, man. Nah, as Mike would say, bro Nix.
Yes, sir. He's balling. Let's move on to the Steelers Raiders.
Yeah.
Aiden O'Connell actually got the start for the Raiders, 227. He threw the ball 40 times. He only got sacked once, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I'm not even mad at that performance, man. I think they might want to stick with him and see what he can actually do for them. But they only ran for 57 yards, though.
Yeah, they got to run. They got no running game whatsoever.
And he did all that without Devontae Adams. So if they had a running game, they might. Or Myers. Yeah, if they had a running game, they might have actually put up some numbers, man. Najee Harris finally showed up. I've been asking him where he was at. It's been an APB. It's been an APB out on him. I put that out on him weeks ago.
Me too.
14 carries, 106 and a touchdown. But Fields 11 carries, 59 and 2 touchdowns. So they ran for 3, but he didn't throw a passing touchdown.
That was the longest.
He only threw for 145.
But they won.
Yeah, and he got sacked 3 times.
Yep. Yeah, they put almost.
No, 40. It was 32. Yeah, 32. Yeah,
that was the longest run. Remember, we've been clowning the boy, the big back from Pittsburgh. I'm like, remember I said, Jay, what I say last week? I've never seen him get a 30, 40-yard run. And he did it. Finally, he looked like he's strong. He looked healthy. He fast. He got the nasty Halloween stiff arm too. But
sir, my boy Joey did that too. He got up out on them boys. And we almost there though. We almost there.
This is my problem with that. Now, like, obviously, man, look, I don't even know what the Raiders are thinking going with Gardner Minshew. Stop this Gardner Minshew shit, bro. It's a wrap. Like, quit.
Let Aiden O'Connell show y'all what he can do, man.
Quit, man. What franchise is actually gonna start this dude and go, man? Stop it. No wonder why what's the name wanted to be traded.
I think the coach should have just kept him if they was in because he was better with them.
He was the backup for the Eagles last year, bro. Come on,
that's a fact. Like, but the Steelers, they went to 4-2, 3-1 at home. I mean, away actually. They 3-1 on the road. And Tomlin said Wilson is ready to start. And I'm like, bro, you better not do that.
Jay, this is my problem. If Mike Tomlin does this, it's over for him if it doesn't work out. How do you put Russell Wilson in this offense after Justin Fields has not turned over the ball? Is 4-2 and is just and doesn't even have a second receiver. What is he thinking about?
I think it'll work out. I don't think it'll be bad if they put Russell in as far as play wise, but the kid is on the high, man. Let him keep playing. Don't take him out. Let him ride it out, man. Don't take Justin Fields out, bro. It's working. Everything that they doing is working. Do it. Just keep doing it.
Bring up Justin Fields' stats real quick, and I'm gonna show you exactly why it's gonna be a big problem.
And another thing I like is they putting it a lot of it on they scored 32 points, but they only allowed 13. So the defense, that's what they're going to need in the playoffs is that defense to be carrying. If they got to carry the load, it's not going to bother them. They've been doing it.
I get it.
Justin Fields had 14 for 24, 145, 0 touchdowns, 0 turnovers, 3 sacks. He had 59 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns.
Like Jay, he's literally. I get it. You got the Steelers defense. Maybe right now they might be the best defense in the league.
Right now they might be.
Yeah. The top 3.
Eye test. Yeah, like I ain't talking about on paper. Eye test. Looking at them on the field, they might be the best defense.
TJ Watt is going to be a defensive player of the year again. I mean, it just is what it is. But
you might as well just give it to him every year.
Yeah, just give it to him. Don't even have a ballot box. Just give it to him in the preseason. But this is
ain't no reason to.
Russell Wilson cannot move, right? He can't move back there. So a lot of those first downs, Justin Fields, I think, is averaging 60, 70 yards a game. Yeah, he's not throwing touchdowns, but the object is to score.
That's the difference.
Right. But the only way is this might help out Pickens. This might open up Freiermuth and Pickens. But what's going to happen when it's 3rd and 8 and Russell Wilson get that pressure on him?
I get it.
And Justin Fields take off and get 15.
I get it, but you know what Russ did last year? Russ threw over 4,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, and like 8 interceptions.
Right.
They need those 26 passing touchdowns, man.
Yeah,
Russ come. I wouldn't do it only because Justin Fields is winning games.
Right.
So I wouldn't do it. I'm only saying if they did do it, it's going to benefit the receivers. It's going to benefit Freiermuth. Is going to be a whole nother player of Russell Wilson out there because he's going to throw the ball all over the field. You know what I mean? That's where you get the deep balls.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
You're right. But the question, the problem with Mike Tomlin is I feel like he has this problem with players. Okay. He's kind of like a fanboy coach. He loves his players, man. You know, he held on to Deontay Johnson too long. He held on to that. He held on to that fat punter too long. That was punting 20-yard bombs. Bro, at the end of the day, bro, I feel like he pulled Jock and Russell Wilson. And what if they come out and they lose 2 games in a row? And then you try to go back to Justin Fields.
That's not good. I think Justin will be fine though. I think he'll come right back in and then do the same thing. I think Tomlin wants to play him, and I think the owners, the Rooneys, they want him to play him because we brought him here. We have to play him. We brought him here. Unless you're just gonna trade him, I don't know. But I just feel like Tomlin is like, I have to play. I have to. I can't go through the season, and I brought Russell over here, all this money, all this stuff, and the Broncos still paying him.
Yeah, but Jay, at least wait till Justin Fields. It would have been good to put him in on the 2-game losing streak. Now he didn't put.
Yeah, but I'm with you on that. I agree with you. It's not a good idea to do that, man. But I'm just saying, I just think like they feel like they gotta play him. I gotta see what he can do. If he go out there and lose, he might lose 1 game and they put Justin Fields in the following week. You might change it up depending on how bad. If it's Russ, why they lost. If Russ looked bad out there,
at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that might even look better for Justin Fields because if you go out there and stink it up, that's Justin.
It's your job now. It's your job now. You just go out there and keep playing your game. So I think Justin Fields, his mentality-wise, I think he'll be fine because how they did him in Chicago, for him to come to the Steelers and that didn't even faze him. His mentality, bro. He got the mentality. He's gonna succeed. I'm telling you.
He got the same mentality as his physical prowess. He's strong.
He's strong. Whatever you wear.
That's the State boy.
Buckeye boy. Been playing in the Big Ten and prepare you, man. The Big Ten. It's like playing in the SEC and the Big Ten. Those 2 conferences prepare you for these moments. This type of stuff.
216 area code.
Yes, sir. Let's go to this blowout. Detroit Lions 47, Cowboys 9. Now, if I hear another Cowboy fan say anything about the Super Bowl, Micah Parsons, a CeeDee Lamb, a Dak Prescott, I don't want to hear none of that stuff. I'm tired of hearing it. I don't want to hear it.
Come up here. Let's laugh
together. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
That's a knee slapper. They call that a knee slapper.
Jay, I'm not even. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right.
No, you
listen,
go because I ain't got much to say.
My whole thing, you pay this. And my whole thing go back to paying Dak $60 million. Me and Mike had the debate for so long, bro. And I'm like, they're gonna give Dak $60 million because it's the Cowboys. It's Jerry Jones. He held on to Romo too long. He holds on to guys too long. There's no reason why you give. I'm never giving Dak $60 million, dog. I don't care what nobody say. You can have the best regular season numbers because I know this is the Cowboys. You get against the Lions. Look at your defense. Y'all gave up 47 points. Where is Micah Parsons at? I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep saying it. You cannot mention him with T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, and not even Hendrickson for my Bengals because he's a sack leader. He in the top with the sacks every year he's been with us.
Maybe when he go to Philly in a couple years because that's where he going. He don't even want to play for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like he don't need to be in Dallas. Dallas is the dumpster fire because the organization needs to, the ownership, everything needs to change in Dallas. Until that happens, and Jerry Jones wants to be the GM, he already said nobody can do this like me. I beg to differ.
Bro,
it's been down there 30 years since you won anything. I beg to differ.
They gave Dak Prescott double what he's worth. Double.
Stupid.
Double. You gave him double, bro. Then you
for what? For what? 2 playoff wins? 1 playoff win? What he got? Come on, man.
Bro, this is the third. If you're a Dallas Cowboy and you live in Fort Worth, Texas, and they got a home game, they'd rather go to a road game than a home game. They've been blown out every game at home. It's so ugly.
Yeah, they 0-3 at home, and their biggest problem is they 17 rushes for 53 yards, 0 rushing touchdowns. I mean, they don't got a running game. So the Dallas Cowboys are cooked. They 3-3. They about to lose more games. And it's crazy because we had Dallas winning more games. I think they one of the teams that's going to go in the opposite direction with no running game. Dak Prescott, listen to this real quick. 17 for 33. 17 for 33. Come on, bro. 178. Bro, 178, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks, sacked 4 times, 26 hurries. So that Dallas offensive line didn't protect him?
If the Eagles, the Commanders, and the Giants, and anybody that plays the Cowboys don't understand that Dak Prescott is going to throw to CeeDee Lamb 20 times a game, and that's it. Double team CeeDee Lamb, and they will not score a point. Like
so he got 14 targets. He targeted 14 times. He caught 7 of them for 89.
That's ridiculous. How many? He didn't even hit. He didn't look for Ferguson. He didn't.
Ferguson had 3 for 11. Talbot had 4 for 43. Dardell 5 for 30. Turpin 4 for 24. Like it's horrible. But it's the defense for me. In this game, Dak had a horrible game, no touchdowns. Yes, the offense, they stunk it up. But the defense gave up 47 points. So on top of your lack of a running game, you giving up 47 points. Jared Goff, 18 for 25, 315, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2 sacks, 17 hurries, and they ran for 184 yards.
Jeez, bro.
You see what I'm saying? And they had 2 rushing touchdowns on top of that.
Now you look at the way the Bengals started. All right, y'all got tough teams. You know, you got some injuries, but nobody 2 wins is good. Yeah, you got 2 wins, but you on the way. Y'all on an incline with the MVP Joe Burrow putting up stats. If you a Dallas Cowboy fan and you look at that 3-3 and you look at the teams they beat, including the Browns, and then you look at 3 ass whippings at home, bruh, they did that on Jerry Jones' birthday, bruh. Why didn't do that man like that?
They got to change up some things. Their culture is a bust, man. They got to change that up.
Jay, I got it real quick. I got a birthday song for Jerry Jones. Hold on.
And the Lions lost Aiden Hutchinson, man. He had to go have immediate surgery after the game. I think that's a big loss for them. But I think their defense is stout enough because of their secondary is one of the best secondaries in the league. Their linebackers are good. Their front is still good. Even missing Aiden Hutchinson, I think it'll hurt them, but I don't think it'll hurt them a lot. They go to 4-1, 2-0 on the road. That's my NFC team. So I like it. They proving me right so
Jay,
far.
I think that man, and prayers up for that dude because that shit was nasty, man. Like,
that was nasty. That picture, that was nasty.
Jay,
His leg was wrapped around another leg.
I couldn't even look at that shit too long because it didn't even look.
Bro.
It didn't look real, but it was real. And I was watching the play.
It looked like Mr. Stretch from Fantastic Four, yo.
Yeah, like that dude did his leg wrapped around the other dude's leg like twice, 3 times. I watched the play, and it's amazing. I see why some of these guys, not Dak Prescott, but I see why some of these guys
gotta get that bread, man.
I see why some of these guys get that money because he was coming in, he had Dak Prescott sacked. All he did was fall down and just shatter that shit. But I think, Jay, I think the Lions are good offensively, but I think they solid defensively. I think they can get past this, but I think when they get to the NFC Championship game or the divisional round, and they got to play the Niners and they got to play the Eagles and different teams, I think that's when Aiden Hutchinson had injuries.
I like how you threw the Eagles in there, though.
Man, come on, bro.
What about the Vikings? You ain't throw the Vikings in there?
That's their divisional game. So yeah, they gonna miss. They gonna miss Aiden Hutchinson trying to get to Sam Darnold while he down there throwing passes to Addison and Justin Jefferson and all that.
I don't know how long that keep up, but we gonna move on to a team that one player changed their whole entire team. Falcons, Panthers, Kirk Cousins, man.
Matty Ice. Nah, that's not Matty Ice. That's
Kurt, man. Kurt out there. They 4-2, 2-0 on the road. Panthers go to 1-5. I mean, Kurt had a great game, 19 for 32, 25 touchdown. Andy, 26 for 38, 221, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, no sacks in the game, no hurries in the game. Algiers ran for 105 and a touchdown. They had 3 rushing touchdowns. They ran for 198, but the Panthers ran for 114, but they had 0 rushing touchdowns, of course.
Yeah, everybody. Nobody scores touchdowns anymore. Yo.
But nobody expected the Panthers to win that game, though. So we're gonna move on to the.
You know what? Though, just on a quick note, though, man. Now you see why Matt. Why I gonna keep wanting to say Matt, bro? Why I keep seeing the Falcons because you know what? They have retired his number at the halftime game, so I was just seeing Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. I wouldn't have retired his number. He was trash.
That's the reason why Kirk Cousins get all that money, bro. He earned that shit. Like you talk about, he probably the highest paid. He's got one of the highest. He's got I think $400 million contracts. Like he's one of the best pocket passers ever. I mean, you could just say
Kirk got paid 3 times. He got big money 3 times because the Redskins gave him big money too.
Yeah, $300 million deals. He got more money than. And he
made a lot of money in the NFL.
Yeah,
for sure.
He don't have the
500 million or some shit.
He close to $500 million, but he not.
Yeah, he done made some crazy money.
He doesn't have the rings, but he has all the stats. So
yeah, regular season guru. We're gonna move on to the Bengals Giants Sunday night.
Yeah, let's go, Bengals.
Man, I wasn't impressed with this win though, 17-7. I ain't gonna lie. Joe didn't throw a touchdown, 19 for 28, 208, no interceptions. 25 hurries, 4 sacks, but we ran for 121, which I was cool with that. Between Joe Burrow had 55 yards. He was our leading rusher, 55 yards and a touchdown. Chase Brown, he had a 47-yard touchdown run. Yeah, Chase Brown, 53 yards on 10 carries and a touchdown. Higgins and Chase both over 70 yards, but again, no touchdowns. And I'm just like, our defense did better. We got to the quarterback. We got sacks. Daniel Jones threw the ball 41 times, 22 completions, 205, no touchdowns, 1 interception. So they had 1 rushing touchdowns, 119 yards rushing. But
yeah,
I wasn't impressed with our offense in that one, man. I need to see more from our running game. I like Chase Brown running the ball like that, but for Joe Burrow to be our lead rusher, man, I don't like. I hit 47 yards. Chase had a 30-yard run, but I need to see more of that.
Don't sleep on the Giants, bro. Like at the end of the day, I don't know the Giants. What's their record?
They got a good defense. 2-4, 0-3 at home.
Yeah, like
we 2-1 on the road though.
That's what I'm saying. The Giants, the NFC East is by far the best division, one of the best. Man, I hate to, other than the Cowboys and what they're doing at home, the NFC East is one of the best divisions because the Giants got a defense, bro. Like,
Yeah, they got a good defense. They do. They do.
so you can't really look at that. But all I'm gonna say with the Cincinnati Bengals is, it's time to write 2 checks, okay? And it's time to sit Zach Moss. I got him on my fantasy. It's a wrap. You got to start Chase Brown. He's more elusive. Use Zach Moss as the power back. And it's time to sign T. Higgins. Look at the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, T. Higgins, his number. Look at T. Higgins' numbers since he stepped on the field, bruh. And it's time to sign Jamar Chase. Can we get this over with before I know you ain't trying to go back into that offseason like that again, Jay.
No, sign T, sign Chase. Hendrickson, he about to want some money too, and he's one of the way, he been getting 14 to 17 sacks a season with us, so man, we gotta pay him.
Yeah.
So but
because at the end of the day, Jay, you can't. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins,
I'm paying everybody, yo.
Yeah, they up there with the top 5 duos on a team. There's no way you could break that up. You never
paying everybody. But if you want to. But before we go ahead, finish what you was about to say.
No, go ahead. I just said you can't get those dual receivers back. They got to pay them.
Right, you got to pay them, and you got to pay Hendrickson. Yeah, we got because y'all didn't pay Joe, which was dumb as hell. But
yeah,
it's a win we needed. We went on the road and got it. I like it, but I hate it at the same time. We just need to keep winning. We got the Browns coming up. We need to go out and go to Cleveland and handle business. We 2-1 on the road. Go to 3-1. Go to 3-1 on the road, and that's good. But before we get to this last game, if y'all want to bet on some of these good games we talking about, man, win y'all some money. It's a QR code up in the top. Go ahead and hit that, see what's going on, and just go ahead and check this. Yeah, check this commercial out. We got you.
Cheers.
National Streaming Sports is brought to you in part by BetUs.com, designed for true fans. NFL odds, Week 1 and futures, college football odds, including Heisman Trophy favorites and playoff odds, NBA odds of division winners and playoffs, Major League Baseball playoff and World Series odds, the National Hockey League Conference playoffs and Stanley Cup odds, and boxing wagers. Betting opportunities include versus the spreads and outright winners, also during the game. Use our link on our website, nessp.info, the Bet Us Opportunities webpage, for a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Must be 21 years old, and remember, bet responsibly.
Remember, bet responsibly. Hit the QR code in the top right corner.
My daughter just gave me $1. I'm betting it.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and make some money. But we're going to get to this last game, a game that I said the Bills was going to win, and I think they are going to win at home, too. So, therefore, they probably going to win the division, and I'm sticking to that. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers almost got to 300 yards. He threw for 394, 23 for 35, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 3 sacks, 22 hurries. They ran for 121. Breece Hall showed up, 18 for 113. 0 rushing touchdowns again. Another team. 0 rush. It's like 6 teams every week with 0 rushing touchdowns. It's crazy. But Aaron Rodgers had 200-yard receivers. Lazard, 6 for 114, a touchdown. Wilson, 8 for 107 and a touchdown. But Breece Hall, 5 catches for 56. Now, if they add Devontae Adams to this, now that changes everything for me. I'm gonna have to. It changes everything because you got Lazard, Wilson, and you got Devontae. You got to double Devontae, so that automatically takes somebody away. So, oh my God, that might the Jets. They'll win a division with Devontae Adams for sure.
But they 1-5 now.
No, they 2-4. They 2-4 right now.
This is my thing. Here's my thing with it, Jay. Me and you stand on the same thing. Now, I think the Bills got even more dangerous than the Jets. Because if you look at Josh Allen the way he's doing, and you throw a healthy, focused, pay that man Amari Cooper on there, that offense, when they get what's the name back, Cook at running back,
Yeah.
That offense gonna be dangerous, bro. With throwing Amari Cooper in there.
Yeah,
bro. I'm not sold on Aaron Rodgers. I'm really not.
I wasn't sold on Aaron Rodgers, but right now, the way he's throwing for a lot of yards, he ain't hitting 300, but he's getting where he need to get to. But he 22 hurries, bro. Like that line still ain't really protected like they need to. So I don't think Aaron Rodgers will be able to overcome that. Now, if he get Devontae Adams, that might take some pressure off of the line because you ain't gonna be able to blitz as much with three guys out there with the quick slants and all that good stuff. And there's just gonna be so much that they can do.
This is a whole game of trades. I know we're gonna go into the trades. I think Amari adds a big advantage to the Bills. I like what's the name playing on the Jets. But I don't know, man. It's something about that Jets organization, bro. I think Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, the organization. Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers already forced the coach out. The other coach, I was watching the game yesterday. He really made some mistakes. I just think this team is doing. They might as well let Aaron Rodgers coach this team. They letting him pull all the strings. They making him. He not LeBron James in Cleveland winning a chip. They not letting LeBron did that. He could do that. Aaron Rodgers cannot GM this team. I don't know, man. I don't know if they could beat Buffalo. I think Buffalo got it locked.
I think Buffalo's gonna win that division and get into the playoffs. Josh Allen, 19 for 25, 215, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2 sacks, 5 hurries. They ran for 149 and a touchdown on 33 carries. Ray Davis, 20 for 97. He didn't score, but Josh Allen got the touchdown because that's what he does. He spread the ball out pretty good. The running back 55 yards, that was their leading receiver. So they can definitely use Amari Cooper. And I think with Amari Cooper out there, I think that will help Josh Allen he'll be able to get the ball down the field. You know what I mean? He don't got the receivers to get the ball down the field. So
and Mike Williams, man, I think this was the game yesterday, Jay. Even though I don't think that was Mike Williams' fault, I think Aaron Rodgers underthrew him. But Mike Williams has been just on a milk carton box for the Jets. Yeah. So I feel like that's why they went and got Devontae. Mike Williams about to get cut. He about to be 4th, 5th receiver. You bring in Devontae, it can only help that offense. I think it's going to help Breece Hall a lot.
He had a good game too. So
but we'll see, man. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers, I was pushing for that 300, but he just seems to make a lot of mistakes at the end of games. He's been doing this for 5 years, bro.
Yep, but that's a big win for the Bills on the road.
Yeah,
going in there and getting that win, and that's the division foe. So that's good for them. And that wraps up
football
this week. Yeah, that wraps up the recap. Busy week, man.
Jay, look? I don't know where you going. But we're not trying to see no Subway World Series, bro. We need to see the Indians got to win these next 2 games.
What is that right now?
It's 1-0. So it's 1-0, but they me and you, we in the 90s, 2000s, we used to be big baseball heads. The game's different now. Try to pay attention to October.
No steroids, man.
I know it's not fun without no steroids. We need Jose Canseco forearms.
Yes, man. We need the steroids back, man. Come on, man. Ohtani is it. That's it. It's the only dude. Like, we ain't nobody else challenging.
So the Indians, they made some mistakes and gave the Yankees that win. They should have won it. But then, so now you got the Mets up on Detroit, and you got the Yankees up. So now they win. It's gonna be a New York Subway Series, man. And finally gonna win a championship.
But I think that's what the baseball world probably wants is because baseball that's gonna bring a lot of attention. That Subway Series is always big. Anytime that happens, that's always big because it's New York.
Minute.
Yeah, I know. So I think the Guardians can pull it out, but I just really feel like it's gonna be a Yankees-Mets game, man. I really do.
It's hard to replace that big Judge, man. He hit a bomb last night.
Yeah, that's the X factor right there.
Right, yeah, that's what it is. The Indians. I look at when you in games like this, you got to look at them big bombers. Like if the Indians don't really have a big bomber, they a solid team, but they don't have that big bomb. I think I love, man. Like I said, I'm not calling them the Guardians. I refuse to. I'm calling them the Indians. But
The Guardians.
at the end of the day, because they're not a soccer team, Jay. But at the end of the day, if they're not going to win, if the Indians ain't going to win, I wouldn't mind. Who don't want to see a Mets? Who won't want to see a New York championship? You know?
Yeah, because it's just. I think that'll just be live. It's going to be lit. They're going to be covering this. Yeah, it's going to be something. There's like a
I might even have to go up there, bro. New York, bro. You know New York going to be popping, bro. Ooh.
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit going to be on fire.
Yeah, 7 ain't nothing but a 6-hour drive for me. I might have to pop in there.
So we shall see. When the next games?
I think they played tonight.
Is it tonight?
Let me check real quick.
We shall see, man. We shall see what happens, man.
What's
I
up
don't
with
know.
that? Jay, you been watching you into basketball preseason? I don't get into preseason.
I don't be watching the preseason, man. I've just been looking at a few things, man, but I don't watch the preseason. When that regular season starts, then we can get to
next week. Next
week.
Yeah. They play tonight at 7:30.
Okay. Yep. Make sure y'all check that out, man. It's gonna be a good game. It should be anyway. But we're gonna do some. Go ahead.
Jay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just want to ask you about Paul George doing a stanky leg in preseason, bro. Like already hurt.
Well, it's Paul George. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it don't surprise me one bit. He can't make it. He made it. He played a lot of the season. He played 74 games last year. And then now you injured already in preseason.
Right. Look up the picture of him playing. Look up the picture of him trying to play defense. And I know you be finding the pictures they're putting up on the social media. Look up that picture, bro. Him, man. It's zesty, that boy. That shit
zesty.
Here we go. I'm not even talking though. You know what? I'm not doing no. Don't count me out on the Sixers game. Look, when we talk Sixers, I ain't coming on, bro.
You ain't coming on, man. Listen, man.
I ain't coming on. I'd rather talk about the Cavs. Done with
man. Yeah, because the Sixers, man, they done botched 8 years of.
Oh my God, bro. It ain't the process. It's due process.
Shit, man, that's crazy. Hey, they don't have Harden, Ben Simmons, all these guys, man. Like, but now Paul George injured already, and I think with Paul George, they got a really good team because he's a better player. He'll bring you 23 points easy. You know what I mean? And Tobias Harris not gonna do that. But is he gonna be healthy?
If he stay healthy, right?
Yeah, is he gonna be healthy? So
I don't know what you want to go into, but
we'll see. No, we gonna
what's your top real quick? What's your top coming off the head? What's your top 2 Eastern Conference and 2 Western Conference teams right now, based off last year?
Celtics in the East.
Who do you think they're gonna go up against? You think Milwaukee gonna be any better?
No.
Me neither.
No, Brook Lopez, an old dude. Chris Middleton, an old dude.
How about the Knicks?
They let Drew go. No
Knicks. What?
No.
Okay.
No. I think Minnesota benefited more off of that trade because
I do too.
Because Cat, he's not gonna post up. He gonna shoot a lot of threes and do a lot of goofy shit.
Yeah,
I just
what they need. They need
that's right. They need Julius Randle. I don't think he fit with them no more, but he was the enforcer. So if he would have stayed, it's just a different game of basketball that they can play because he's gonna get fouled. He's gonna be down there in the paint. He's gonna get fouls. So Jalen Brunson don't got to be going down there trying to draw fouls. Right. Now with Cat's not gonna post up and draw fouls. So now you only got one person that's gonna draw fouls, and that's Jalen Brunson, and that's your point guard. That's going to be a lot on him. He's going to get beat up. He's going to get hit a lot. You know what I mean? And he just keeps going and going and going and going. But if you got a Julius Randle that's going to bang in the paint and draw fouls, that's easy free throws. You're getting guys in foul trouble. It changes the whole game. So I'm not going to say the Knicks. If Paul George healthy, I want to say the Sixers.
No.
But
ain't happening, Jay.
Honestly, man, there is no other team off the top of the head right now.
Right. What about the West? I mean, the West, I agree with what you're saying. That trade,
in the East,
that trade helps the Timberwolves way more, man.
Yeah.
It helps more perimeter wise with them.
Well, now you got a bully now.
Yeah.
The Knicks don't got a bully. So when a team come and play bully ball against the Knicks, who you got to enforce that? Who you got to come over there and stop that? Oh, you bullying Jalen and knocking him down here. Okay, I'm gonna hit you now. Get a couple fouls.
Like what the Cavs and the Sixers gonna do.
Yeah.
They bully ball. They play bully ball. So
so I think that helps Minnesota tremendously because they got a bully now, and he can go and play the 4 and just bully his way and draw fouls and take a couple fouls just to stop people. That's gonna free up Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards should have a great season.
I think he coming for MVP this year.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but he should have a great season, though. I will say that. But out in the West, I'm gonna go Minnesota and Denver in the West.
Same as kind of last year.
They added Russ, and I think that's gonna help them a lot.
Minnesota got Russ?
No, Denver.
Oh, I didn't even see that shit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna help them a lot. They don't got Kentavious no more. He in Orlando.
This is my thing, Jay. If Russell Westbrook's all our favorite player, right? Because he's not the big dude. He kind of like Allen Iverson, only just
that boy just played. Yeah, that boy just played.
Same play, but just different. I'm not putting him in the Allen Iverson stratosphere, but Russell Westbrook, he can win a championship with Denver, but he got to understand what his game is right now. No threes. You need to shoot foul shots more than
attack, bro. Attack. You the energy guy. You come off the bench and you attack. That's that simple, bro. All that shooting shit is dead, bro. That's not your game.
It's been dead.
That's not your game, man.
Since he left OKC, it was dead, right?
Yeah, that's not his game, bro. That's not what he does, man.
But he keep playing it though, Jay. He won't let that.
Well, it's the game plan also. So I think in Denver they'll use him. They'll use him the way that they need. He'll be a slasher, a cutter. He'll be doing all of that stuff, man. Like I think
he should be a 3 on offense, like a small forward.
But I don't want to count out Dallas, man. But I just don't know if Clay's gonna be that guy defensively that can get them over the hump. I know they got to where they got to last year, but I don't think that happens again. I think that was I don't know. I don't know what to call that. That was an anomaly.
We all don't know what that was.
That was an anomaly, I guess.
We saw the anomaly in the championship.
For sure.
They didn't belong there. Yeah, I don't think Klay Thompson is nearly even close to touching Splash Klay at all ever again.
No, hell no. And defensively, he's nowhere near the same Klay. Yeah. But I want to do predict it's some big games in the NFL this week coming up, man. Do a few predictions, man, of some of these good games.
Let's go there.
So I want to start with this Texans Packers game. Two young quarterbacks. The Texans is in Green Bay. Texans 5-1. They 2-1 on the road. Packers 2-1 at home. 4-2 overall. What quarterback are you most worried about, or which quarterback do you expect the most out of, or should I say, and?
Let me pull this up. So we got which one was you was talking? Texans and Packers.
Texans, Packers. Which quarterback you think do you expect the most out of?
Right now, I believe in Love a little more than C. Now, it's only because CJ Stroud's without his number one. Nico Collins, man, like I said, when you got that 3,
they still put up 41 points though.
Yeah, but who they play, the Raiders? Nah,
but I think Joe Mixon is the reason why they. I'm telling you, without Mixon, they were struggling to win these games.
Yeah,
Mixon come back, they blow the doors off they man. Like,
yeah, you're right. But then the Packers are starting to get Jacobs going, so it's like that's a toss up, man. It's like that might be the game. Let me see. I'm going
with the Texans. I honestly expect CJ to have a good game. I like the Packers defense. I like both teams' defense. The Texans are definitely, to me, the better team. I think they go to 6-1 because CJ he got 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 1,500 passing yards. I think CJ has a better game than Jordan Love, but I don't think Jordan Love has a bad game. I think CJ just has a better game, and they run the ball better. I think the running game in that game is going to be the difference in the Texans-Packers game.
I can see that happening. I'm also looking at, man, look, as far as football, Lambeau Field, bro. Around
Yes,
this
sir.
time,
Cold as hell.
Yeah, everybody else. I see you you got the double North Carolina on, staying warm up in the crib, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were. He got the
CJ a Buckeye though.
Yeah, but the Packers, man, when that weather get below 40, 50, they sit shit.
Listen, Stephon Diggs was in Buffalo. Mixon was in Cincinnati. Now, CJ came from Ohio State.
Yeah, they all cold. They all cold boys.
Yeah, they goons. They goons is cold boys.
Yeah, I think just because of the loss of Nico, that's the only thing.
That's bad. But they got Tank Dell though. Tank Dell steps right into the play. Yeah, Tank Dell steps right into that place, and I think that's the difference between the Texans and a lot of teams. I think if Nico goes down, because you got to remember, before Stephon Diggs, it was Nico and Tank. It was both of them. Yeah, Tank went down. He got injured. Yeah. Then they brought in Stephon Diggs, but now Tank's back out there. I think he steps right in, and now it's just Stephon Diggs is going to be the number one instead of Nico. That's the difference. They got another number one. You know what I mean? Salute. I just think that's, you know what I mean? Like Stephon Diggs becomes the number one now, and Tank Dell can slide right in there. You know what I mean? Like they got guys. I think they're good. They got the dual tight ends. I'm taking the Texans, man. Who you got?
I say first one to 40 wins. I'm going with the Packers.
Packers ain't gonna be the first one to 40, bro. That's crazy.
Because they at home, man. I feel like it's gonna be a show. There's three games. Look, there's 3 games, Jay. That's gonna be a show. Texans, Packers.
Next one, Lions, Vikings.
Vikings.
We go to that one next. I know you got them pulled up over there. That's one of them.
So Lions 4-1, Vikings 5-0.
2-0 what? 2-0 on the road, Lions, and the Vikings 3-0 at home. So somebody finna get their first loss on the road or at home.
This is, and I said that earlier when we were talking.
I got the Lions, bro.
Yeah, I said I know you got the Lions. I think the streak continues for the Vikings because I feel like this is where games like this they're gonna miss Hutchinson, man. They're gonna miss somebody that can get 2 sacks a game.
You think so against Sam Darnold? Because it's really their defense. I know Sam Darnold doing this thing. They running the ball, but it's really their defense.
Yeah, but Jay, you gotta remember they getting Hawkinson back, right? They didn't have Addison for the first 3 games.
Facts.
He's been doing this with just Justin Jefferson, and
that ain't hard to do, man.
I mean, no, it's not, but bro, now you add Addison, now you add Hawkinson. Now they healthy and they at home. They confident, and the Lions don't have Hutchins.
Yeah, but I think the Lions will be fine because of that secondary. I think that secondary. Sam Darnold is about to go up against an elite secondary. That's my thing. Jared Goff he ain't worried about the Vikings defense because it's Jared Goff. He's been doing this. He's been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that Vikings
Darnold has to worry about that elite Lions defense.
I think the Vikings defense is better than Detroit though. Now they are.
Well, overall, you might be right, but I don't know because the Vikings secondary is so good, man. And I just think Aiden Hutchinson loss is definitely going to affect them, but they still got a great defensive line. They got good linebackers. I think Sam Darnold, he's going to have to overcome those corners. The Lions played man to man the whole entire game.
Yeah.
Bro, that's challenging you. Now you gotta make plays. Sam Darnold's gonna have to make plays, bro. There won't be no zone.
They got to guard Justin Jefferson 1-on-1, Addison, Hawkinson, and
that's fine.
I don't know, bro. You see
that's
what the Vikings been doing?
Yeah, that's fine. But this is for me is coming down to Sam Darnold. The Lions are gonna play man to man. You know what that means, right? Darnold's going to have to throw players open. He's going to have to get out of them blitzes and know when they come in. There's not going to be any zones for you to just carve up a zone. You're going to have to be accurate. You're going to have to throw players open. You're going to have to trust Justin Jefferson and all these 101s with a guy over the top.
Yeah.
This shit's about to be ugly.
I feel like Aaron Jones, we'll see. I know he's week to week. I feel like if Aaron Jones don't play, I'm going with the Lions. If Aaron
Even
Jones
if Aaron Jones play, he ain't consistent enough for me. I'm telling you, and if the Vikings defense limit the Lions to 17 or less points, the Vikings offense might be able to win that game. If they can keep them to like 14 or 13
That's
points.
what I mean.
They can win that game. But Sam Darnold is going to have to score more than 14 points against that man-to-man coverage, and they play great. They play the best man-to-man coverage in the NFL.
You're right, Jay.
The whole game.
I don't think they've scored under 20 points all season.
Who?
I'm going back right now. I'm looking at the Vikings.
And the Vikings have beat the Ravens and the Niners already, but
that's what I'm saying.
We know the Niners don't know Christian McCaffrey, and when they beat the Ravens wasn't the Ravens yet. The Derrick Henry wasn't running like that yet.
Wait, Jay. You said two teams they beat. The Ravens.
Yeah, they beat both of them.
The Niners.
Yeah, they beat both
Coming
of them.
into the season, well, we have said that those were the top two defenses in the league. Yes.
Who? The Ravens and the Niners?
And the Ravens, yeah.
Well, top five. Yeah. They both in the top five for sure.
They top three, top four. So if they could beat them, why can't they beat Detroit at home without Aiden? I'm just saying, watch out, bro.
Well, because like I said, Sam Darnold is their quarterback. I know they're 5-0, but that's mostly on their defense. Sam Darnold, when the game's going to come to, and this Lions Vikings game is going to come to Sam Darnold making plays, throwing players open. There won't, unless the Lions play a zone at point in times, then he'll get his shit off. But if they play man-to-man the whole time like they just did this last game, and I think the game before that, maybe these last few games, but I know last game they just played man-to-man the whole game. And the Dallas Cowboys only scored 9 points in man-to-man with CeeDee Lamb out there.
Come on now. Jay, come on. You want me to play the song again? You just playing it. You just said the Cowgirls? Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. They couldn't run the ball, so Aaron Jones going to have to show up in order for Darnold to beat that. I'm telling you.
This is one of the weeks. I'm looking at all the teams, and I can see two teams, and this is one of them weeks where, those weeks in the season where this is the home game week. I'm looking at a lot of teams at home that are either hot or getting better other than two games, and it's funny. Both of them are our teams. And we both on the road. I'm looking at all the home teams winning, except for the Eagles, Giants, and the Bengals, Browns. Yeah, so I'm feeling like this is one of them. Look at the home games. The Jaguars.
49ers ain't beating the Chiefs, bro.
It's over, bro.
49ers ain't beating the Chiefs.
Bet.
Chiefs 5-0, they 2-0 on the road. Niners 3-3, 2-1 at home. They not beating the Chiefs. Why you believe that they gonna beat the Chiefs?
He said been skating, man. They've been skating through games.
But see, for me, that lets me know, because what last year they called a down year for the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, and they still finished 11-6. Now, when you winning games, when shit ain't going right, you ain't got all this talent. You ain't got all these elite guys, but somehow you're still winning games. That's championship football for me, because they should have lost. How many of these games should they have lost? They should have lost to the Bengals, but we got a pass interference because why? You got a guy running wide the fuck open. Why is he running wide open? Tell me that.
The refs have saved the Chiefs out of two games, the Bengals and the Ravens.
We can say that, but it's coming down to that. That's what I'm saying. The fact that it's coming down to that, that's a part of the Chiefs game now. People got to accept that shit. So you got to make it to where it's not coming down to a call that we can say was fair or not, because it keep coming down to that a lot of these times, man. And if you're going to keep the Chiefs in the game, then that's your fault, bro. You probably going to lose that game.
For the first time in history of Patty Mahomes' career, I'm thinking about playing, I'm thinking about playing Bo Nix. Me and you got Bo Nix, right? We saved this last week, right?
Yeah,
I'm thinking, if you look at Pat Mahomes' numbers, he has thrown an interception or two in every game. He's got 2 games. He didn't throw a touchdown last game. He's killing fantasy. And he has 2 games where he only threw 1 touchdown.
Trust me, I got him.
I know, me too.
He projected to get 15 and Bo projected to get 17 this week.
That's why I just said this might be the week where I have to sit Mahomes. against that Niners defense, and the way the Niners are playing with that offensive line at home, they got to win 3-3.
Bro,
I don't know. Yeah, Jay, you think
bro? I can't go, bro. I can't go, bro. Andy Reid against Shanahan. I'm giving that Ash. They got that one.
No, that's not.
They got that one. Now we gonna go because y'all got AJ Brown, of course, and y'all got Devontae Adams. But one thing about the Chiefs is they have a really good defense, so none of that matters. Like I'm telling you, like. They got a really, really, really good defense, and people are just looking past that shit. The same thing happened last year. Nobody talked about the Chiefs all season. They didn't talk about their defense. None of that. Then the playoffs came, and their defense came through every single game, and they won a Super Bowl. The same thing is about to happen. It's crazy because the way that they just think if they catch fire and they actually start clicking and doing what they do, like they actually are winning games. Not when they shouldn't be winning games. That's championship shit to me. That's championship shit to me.
I could see Kelsey stepping up more. Kelsey's been a shell of himself ever since he been dating what's her name? We know that.
Yeah, but that don't matter. He's still a threat.
I mean, he can be. I mean, a couple weeks
ago, him being on the field, you still have to worry about him.
Be there. But the loss of Rice, the loss of
ain't changed nothing. They still 5-0. They don't won every game without him.
I mean, they really ain't played nobody, Jay, other than the Ravens.
So how many teams is 1-4 and 1-5 and 2 in this and 2 in that when they should have been winning these games? They couldn't find a way to win these games. The Chiefs finding ways to win these games the same way the Vikings is doing.
But it
ain't no difference to me between the Vikings and the Chiefs. They just finding ways to win these games.
It ain't, but it's over this week. 21, San Francisco 21.
Hell no.
Chiefs 17.
Hell no. The Chiefs don't give up 21 points.
They're going to in San Fran.
Hell to the no.
In San Francisco at 4 o'clock. You know what that time it is.
That's crazy, yo. I just think that the Chiefs gonna just be too much.
You think the Chiefs gonna dominate?
No, I just think defensively they not gonna let them get much off. Brock Purdy ain't gonna get much off on them. Because who they got? Ayuk ain't done nothing. All they got is Debo, and they lost it. They got both they backup and starting running back down. I just don't see them coming out on top of this game. Who running the ball? 7 dudes to get what 100 yards maybe?
They're gonna run Debo 20 times.
No, man. Brock Purdy gonna have to throw the ball to Debo. They can't run him 20 times. You don't got nobody else to throw the ball to. Ayuk ain't done nothing. He ain't showing up at all.
And who's the one that told y'all that Brandon Ayuk was not the same player without Christian McCaffrey?
You did say that now, but I also said that I think he should have went to another team and he could have he probably be having a better season right now. Because he gonna get more targets. He gonna get more targets. I'm telling you, on another team because Debo's the man.
Brock Purdy loves throwing to him. You would think that he would get more throws with Debo hurt in the beginning of the year and no McCaffrey, but Jennings is the one really shining on that offense. Besides Ayuk, that's the shocker to me. I feel like he was going to get more look-ats without McCaffrey. You know.
Yeah, but nah, it ain't happen like that.
It ain't happening. What's your score on that Chiefs Niners?
I'm gonna go Chiefs 24, Niners 17.
You think the Chiefs got? You think the Chiefs got enough firepower with Juju Smith-Schuster as the number 1 receiver?
Juju Smith-Schuster just went crazy last game.
I know, but against who?
It don't matter. He did it.
Hey, it does matter. You know it matters.
And it's crazy because the Niners is 3-3, and partly of that is because they defense been lacking.
Right. Yeah, and because they're missing Hargrave.
Yeah, man.
If Hargrave, I'm gonna tell you this: if they get healthy, minus McCaffrey, I don't even know what's going on with it. Because I like that backup running back they got behind McCaffrey. He a beast.
Yeah, Mason.
Yeah, I don't know if Mason's gonna play. It's all on. I feel like it's all on San Francisco side of the ball. It's all about injuries. Is Hargrave going to play? Is that backup running back? Is Mason going to play? Because if them dudes play, they like, especially Hargrave. He makes that defensive line. Now you can't double team Bosa. You got to go one-on-one with Bosa. So I gotta see. I think that's going to be a phenomenal. We all know it's going to be a great game. I gotta
The Chiefs'
see.
offensive line is gonna do what they do.
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes gonna always give you a chance for. That's always been his thing. He gonna always give you a chance to get interceptions. You just got to get the interception. But he just. It's just something about that team, man. It ain't even just him. It's the team and it's the coaching, like situational shit. When situations come where we got to do this, we got to make a decision, and this gonna make us or break us. Andy Reid wins those most of the time, majority of the time.
I'm gonna tell you this. Think about it. Don't second guess starting Bro Nix over Patty Mahomes this week.
Nah, man, I'm starting Pat, man. I
want
to put Bo Nix in.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I
want to put Bo in, man, but who they playing? Hold on.
You know why you want to put Bro Nix in? Because first of all,
on the road against the Saints.
Bruh, you just seen the Saints defense give up. How much? Bruh, at the end of the day, Bo Nix is going to get you 60 yards on the ground, maybe a touchdown, and he going to keep fighting. He going to
throw an interception.
Maybe in the beginning of the game. So is Mahomes. Mahomes going to throw at least a pick or two.
Yeah, he definitely throw an interception. But I don't, but that never, so far it ain't hurt him.
I know, because they got such a great team in Andy Reid, and they got the best defensive coach in football right now.
I'm always putting everything on Andy Reid, man. It's the system, man. His system is unbelievable. The people he hired to work for him, it's great.
All right, Jay. Look, when I see you next week, first thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say Mahomes, Bo Nix.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah. We definitely gonna see. Ravens, Bucks, and Tampa.
Ooh,
Monday night.
Oh. That might be the best game of the week, for real.
4-2, 2-1 on away for the Ravens, 2-1 at home for the Bucks. I'm going with Baker Mayfield and the Bucks at home. I think the Bucks defense, they contain Lamar Jackson and they limit Derrick Henry to maybe 120 yards. He won't get one of them crazy games. He still might get 100, but I think they limit Lamar passing wise. He won't have a 300-yard game and all that shit. The Bucks got a really good defense. Baker might go out there and throw another 4. He can't throw 3 interceptions against them, though. He throw 3 interceptions against the Ravens, they not winning.
That's why
you're not gonna get away with 3 interceptions against the Ravens.
I think it's gonna be a blowout.
Who, the Ravens blowing out the Bucks?
Yeah, I think.
What makes you think that the Bucks don't get blew out, bro? They just put up 51 points.
I think. Well, it's against the Saints with a backup quarterback.
They just put up 51 points on the road in New Orleans, bro.
So the Eagles defense shut down the Ravens offense. What was that? I mean, or the Saints offense.
The Saints offense. Well, they didn't have Derek Carr. The Saints didn't have Derek Carr. They had Spencer Rattler.
That's what I mean. There's a difference. We played against Derek Carr and they scored.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just looking at this. The Ravens, I think that machine is starting. They starting to click, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The Bucks gave up 27 points too to the Saints.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I might go with the Ravens.
Yeah, this is going to be one of them games where the Browns are finally going to be able to smile and be like, see, that's why we didn't want to pay him all that. I see Baker Mayfield throwing another 3 picks, maybe get another touchdown, one of them deep ones at the end of the game, the Mike Evans and Godwin. But this Ravens team defense is not going to give up that much to Baker. And
yeah.
I think Lamar, I feel like they cracked the code, man. You can't stop either one. And now that he's starting to get Mark Andrews the ball, and like you said about not Zay Flowers, but what's the other receiver?
Rashad Bateman.
Bateman. Bro, if he even thinks about getting Bateman involved, so you got 2 tight ends over 6'5". Right. Zay Flowers, it's just too much for the Bucks, man. I really think. I feel like I'm going 27-10. Ravens. I don't think it's gonna be close.
I'm gonna go. Man, I'm gonna go 24-50. 24-50. I'm gonna go Bucks 24. I'm gonna go Bucks 24, Ravens 31. Touchdown game.
I can see that. First one to 30 wins, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with because I like both of their defenses, man. And I think if they offenses is scoring it's just because their offenses is scoring. And I don't think it's going to be because of the defenses was bad. I just think.
You You want to
Their offenses are that good.
Yeah. You want to hear my 2 must wins next week, Jay?
Yeah.
Basically, it came down to what I just said. Every home team is going to win. The only team that's better than the other team that's on the road is the Eagles, Giants, Bengals.
That's definitely a must win for y'all.
And y'all cannot.
I think the Bengals is a must win too. I'm with you.
I feel like both our teams, that's the only 2 teams that I can see that's going to win. Well, the Texans, Packers, that obviously, I mean, we running through them, right? Let's see. Saints, Broncos, Saints at home. Jaguars, Patriots. Jaguars got to win, but they might lose. Falcons, Seahawks. Falcons at home. Bills, Titans. Bills at home. Browns, Bengals. Packers, Texans. That's the toss-up. Colts, Dolphins. Come on, man. Dolphins can't even score. Colts got to win.
Right.
Vikings, Lions. That's another toss-up, but we know that can go either way. Eagles, Giants.
I think the Lions, that's a must-win for the Lions.
Rams,
it's
Raiders.
Division game.
Yeah, that's a must-win. Cooper Kupp's back from the Rams. That's a win against the Raiders. Commanders, Panthers. That's a blowout. Niners, Chiefs. That's a toss-up. Steelers, Jets. I mean,
I got the Steelers in that. I got the Steelers.
The Steelers can't lose to the Jets after
I got the Steelers. Game. And they at home too Sunday night. I got the Steelers in that.
Yeah, and then that Cardinals Chargers, but other than that, you see
Chargers should win that on the road.
But I think it all depends.
Chargers up to 3-2. They've been winning.
Yeah, and if Marvin Harrison comes back from that concussion, I think he go off, but I don't think he coming back. But those are must-win games. The Bengals have got to win against the Browns.
Yeah, we definitely got to win.
Yeah, if the Eagles can beat them and the Cowboys can beat the Browns.
The Giants beat the Browns.
Shit, yeah. So
we beat the Browns. I mean, we beat the Giants, but the Giants beat the Browns, though.
I know, it's crazy. And then now
it was like 20-16.
And we play the Giants, which is always a toss-up game, but it shouldn't be. But we'll know what
division game and division game. And Daniel Jones went crazy on the damn Browns. He made that. They had that boy looking good out there.
Yeah, he was old. But then they had a good run. They had Singletary at. You know what? It all depends on Malik Neighbors. That boy's a beast, man.
Yeah, he a beast. I need him to get off the Giants though. I'm sorry he on their team.
I know he should have went to
or the Giants need to get a quarterback better than Daniel fucking Jones.
Man, sometimes he look good and sometimes he terrible.
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes he feel like a nut. Sometimes he don't.
he one of the most often-on quarterbacks in the league.
It's weird, man. But we've coming to an end, man. But that Chargers, I think the Chargers gonna win that real quick. And it was another one.
Chargers, Jets, Steelers, Panthers.
No, the Seahawks, Falcons. I want to talk real quick.
Yeah,
I got the Falcons in that. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good game though. But Geno, he ain't showing up like he showed up last season, so I don't see the Seahawks winning that. It's on the road too.
Mike always knows I'm a Geno fan, but I'm getting off the last week got me off the bandwagon. I think I'm releasing him, bro, because he's got too many. Ain't no way you should have the Lockett and Metcalf and Njigba and Kenneth Walker.
Yeah,
they cannot lose.
They should be eating. All the Seattle need is a good quarterback, and they need to get better on defense though, because their defense
the Seattle game?
giving up some shit.
Oh, okay,
the Falcons in Atlanta.
That's a tough one, but wait. That'll be a 3-game losing streak for Seattle. Seattle's got to win a big game. They got to show.
Yeah, that's a must-win for Seattle. They had 3-3. They'll go to 3-4. I got the Falcons though. I got the Falcons at home. Kirk Cousins put up a big game against that Seattle defense.
That Falcons team, man, they spread out. They got a lot of weapons.
All right, man, and that is it for y'all on this beautiful Tuesday evening, and we appreciate y'all for coming through. Always appreciate P. Scully pulling up.
You know what it is,
already know he brought his shorty. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Now,
we in here. Family in here.
Yeah, hell yeah. Make sure y'all hit that QR code for sure. Make sure y'all hit all the buttons, all that good stuff. Y'all hate going through the list. So
yeah, I know.
We'll see y'all next time. The next show Off the Rails. I work Thursday nights now, man. So I can't do the show right now until shit change. So it'll be Mike and Scully, man. So
So
Man.
look, Jay, what we need them
We
to
come
do
on Mondays from 6 to 7 though, off the rails Monday. I just be doing shit
hey,
sometimes.
we just need more support from the squad, man, so we can get out here and get on this podcast. We need support. Support the Man Cave LLC.
Hell yeah. So salute from the Man Cave. See y'all next time.
Peace.
We out.